For some people, the experience of life is not as nice as they would wish it would be. The first key thing that you have to do is to understand emotions. Because if you are not happy, if you're not emotionally balanced in your life, you can't really feel fulfilled, you can't feel happy about life in general. If you would have the power to change your emotions how you want, or to heal from the traumas, from the past, so to speak, that you're dragging along with you, then you would have a fulfilled life, then you would have a happier life. Your mind wants to heal. Your soul wants to heal. And shadow work, it's not about kind of, I am wrong, I have to change who I am. It's more like there's untapped potential in your soul that you already have, that you can access. Oftentimes, I ask myself when I look around here, what's the reason that we're here? And we're on this earth, and it's so beautiful, but for some people, the experience of life is not as nice as they would wish it would be. Maybe you're struggling with bad emotions, you're struggling with depressions, and you have all sorts of problems in your life, and you're not really able to enjoy life, to really see a deeper meaning in life and have a life that just makes you happy, that you're happy to exist, happy to be alive. And the thing is that it doesn't have to be like this. If you start to understand how the laws of the universe, how your psyche, how your mind works on a deeper level, then you can transcend this, then you can really tap into your potential, then you can tap into a life that you like to live with all those problems in life. And I know it can be hard. I know that the problems that you're facing right now might be really difficult. But in this video, I want to show you how you can use your problems and how you can transcend them, how you can really tap into your full potential, and how you can achieve emotional balance, which is so important to live a life where you just feel happy, fulfilled, and you can really start to enjoy the beauty. I also have here some notes to see. And the first key thing that you have to do is to understand emotions. Because if you are not happy, if you're not emotionally balanced in your life, you can't really feel fulfilled, you can't feel happy about life in general. And this is the first step. And here we get also into the realms of shadow work, right? Why are you feeling bad in general? What's this depression? What's this feeling of not being good enough, or other problems that you're facing emotionally? If you would have the power to change your emotions how you want, or to heal from the traumas, from the past, so to speak, that you're dragging along with you, then you would have a fulfilled life, then you would have a happier life. And we have stored so much baggage inside of us, so much things that we don't accept about the past, that we still take on into our life in general. Imagine it like this, right? When you grew up as a child, all the emotional abuse, all the traumatic experience that you experienced is still processing inside you. Those wounds inside you are still haunting you. Whatever you experienced to this day. And that's the reason why you can be here at this beautiful landscape, see the swans swimming, the sun shining, and you can be sad, right? Because that's emotions from the past that are still inside you that show themselves. You know, there's no reason, if you really live in the present moment, to feel so bad. And in your life, right, you're always stuck in this loop of negative thinking, of negative emotions inside you. And the thing is this, your mind wants to heal. Your soul wants to heal. And the pain that you're experiencing is not there without no reason. The pain shows or wants to show you where you need to put your attention, what lessons you need to learn in order to grow. That's what the pain is. The universe, God, whatever you believe in, didn't create your pain and suffering to punish you, but rather for you to heal, rather for you to learn. There's something about life that you don't quite understand yet. That's why you are suffering, that's why you're in pain. There's something that needs to be learned, that needs to be understood. There's a deeper truth that you don't know yet. And this is why you have this pain. You know? And this pain actually shows you where you need to put your attention to. And those are parts of your psyche that maybe you don't love yet, or maybe that are hidden, or just wounds that need to be healed, people that you need to forgive, or relationships you need to better, you know? Whatever it is, the pain and the suffering is here to show you this. And until you don't face those things head on, they're always gonna cause you problems. Of course you can distract yourself at times. You can have those glimpses of happiness when you achieve a goal, or when you take drugs or whatever, right? You have those glimpses. But to really have that deep fulfillment throughout the day, throughout your life, you need to face those issues, those problems. The problems show you where growth needs to happen, where integration needs to happen, where healing needs to happen. And this is really the key here. Understanding that it's not just this life, this pain, it's not, just think of this life, right? We are here on a fucking rock, floating through space. There's a fucking liquid here in the sea. Here's some air, and swans swimming, and trees growing. And there's a giant fireball that is warming me at the moment, so you can see me. And you still believe, right, life is just so mechanical. Life has no deeper meaning. There is no real spiritual life, you know? Think about that for a second. Maybe in life there is deeper purpose, deeper meaning that you can discover. Maybe the struggles are really there for you to learn lessons. And if you understand that, if you go into this direction, here is where real change can happen. And why do we feel bad? As I said, we have those, now I talked about why we feel bad, but let's talk now about the experiences you are manifesting. Think about this, you know, let's say there's a woman, she always gets with abusive boyfriends. Why is that? You know, logically she thinks, I want to have a boyfriend that treats me well, that treats me nice, that has a good heart, but she ends up always with boyfriends that start to abuse her. This is just an example, but see where in your life are the patterns that keep repeating, that keep showing up again and again and again in your life. The problems that you can't seem to solve, the goals that you can't seem to reach. Why is that? Our psyche wants to heal, it wants to learn the lessons, the parts of you want to be integrated. And you will end up always in situations that you will manifest situations that bring up those wounds, that recreate those scenarios so healing can happen. So you finally learn your life lesson and can move on. And probably the girl that ends up with abusive boyfriends has a deep father wound. That's why she is attracting this type of man, to heal that. The same goes if you are with girlfriends that treat you bad, right? Or if you're not good with women, there's something you need to look at, something you need to learn, something you need to develop. And don't think about this work, shadow work in general, or psychotherapy or healing, whatever you want to call it, or hypnosis, whatever works with your soul, works with deeper aspects of your mind. And psychology and psychotherapy, you might think are scientific, you know. There is something scientific to it, but at the end it's the science of the soul. It's something really mystical. And if you combine the Western knowledge, like psychology, psychotherapy, with the wisdom of the spirituality, you really get into the realms of the soul of the psyche, you know. And this is not something that is woo-woo, something that is crazy, right? Like, as I said, we are on a rock that's floating through space, and if you think this is crazy, just look around you, right? So this is really practical things, and this is not about crazy thoughts or something that is below your rational mind. It's actually some things that are more connected with your soul, with your feelings, but at the same time they can go beyond your mind even. You can have mystical experiences that go beyond what you can perceive with your mind. That's, for example, also when you have experiences with psychedelic drugs, you have experiences that are really real, and at the same time it's difficult to grasp them. I almost see, you know, life, if you try to understand life with your mind the whole time, it's almost like a frog that tries to learn mathematics. You can't really grasp everything just with your mind. Your mind is limited in that sense. It's a beautiful tool and it has its place and time, but at the same time, you should use your mind. Someone is calling me, 1 second. So, and shadow work, it's not about kind of, I am wrong, I have to change who I am. It's more like there's untapped potential in your soul that you already have, that you can access. Let's take, for example, your masculine power. There's a lot of men that, or in society, we got shamed for our masculinity, for the inner warrior energy, so to speak. And women are attracted to that, but it also helps you to kind of get your way in life, to set your boundaries, and to show up for yourself, you know. Every masculine man has this. And I heard another guy say also, what was really interesting, you can't learn masculinity, right? You can't, it's not a skill set like playing the guitar. If you are masculine, you have it already inside you. And if you are more feminine, you already have that inside you. But the software is, so to speak, inside you. But now all you have to do is access it, let it out, right? And get in touch with that primal part of yourself again. And see what feelings of shame and guilt are around this. The same goes with social anxiety. It's not like we are perfect as we are in our, if we are whole. We know how to speak to people. We know how to relate to people. Of course, there's some things that you can learn on top of that. But if you have true self-love, true self-mastery, then you can really connect to people. It's just natural. If you remove the blockages, the shame, the guilt, that is keeping those parts of yourself, of expressing themselves to the world, of giving your gifts to the world. And doing this work, you will also unlock your potential. You will see, these are the gifts that life gave me, and how can I use these gifts to help other people? This is really what's about, and it's such a beautiful life journey. I know right now you feel pain, you feel suffering, you say, fuck this guy, he's so, you know, out there, but it's true. The problem that you're facing right now is actually your biggest gift. if you really face it. Because now you overcame this problem and you can help other people. The same goes with me, through this work, through these practices, through sitting down and facing myself, getting to know myself, I was able to really evolve, expand, and be so passionate, so happy, and really have a nice life emotionally, you know, because that's what it's about. And then also the results keep coming and they start to come. Let me see if I didn't forget anything here. Yeah, that's beautiful. Now, what is really key is acceptance. Acceptance for where you are right now, and to tell to yourself, okay, I'm having these problems, but it's okay. Embrace those problems. Through accepting your emotions, your problems, head on, you let the flow of life start to manifest, so to speak. You come in those flow states, you know? And of course you can keep distracting yourself from your problems. You can keep going away from your problems, but it's about accepting your problems and really embracing them. And this is what it's really about. And at the same time, though, you want to take action. You really want to take action. Such a beautiful day. But you also want to take action. At the same time, you want to enjoy taking action. You want to really enjoy the moment. Feel the presence, the awareness. And just if you are present and aware, you can really enjoy and see the beauty. But from a practical point of view, it's important to also take action. I mean, taking action is like doing the things that you know you should do, facing your fears in the real world. We don't want to do spiritual bypassing in that sense that we are like just focusing on the inside, because the inside and the outside world are real. And if you just focus on one world, you create new shadows. So you want to take action and at the same time see what comes up for yourself. See what are the things that I'm feeling, what are the things that I'm perceiving, and where can real healing happen. And yeah, it's about figuring out life. This is a more deeper perspective on life than most people, most society has at the moment, at our current level of consciousness. But you can see it's already rising. You are part of this movement if you're watching this video, to really be aware what's going on inside you, in the world, and fucking celebrating life in a sense. This is why I think I'm here, to celebrate life, to be happy, to share this happiness with loved ones. And yeah, I think the power of acceptance, the power of love, of loving yourself. Love is what everything is made of. And it's not like people give you love. It's more like love is already here and you are experiencing it. You can access it. You can access these love states because it's already here. It's what we are made of. And with that being said, I will make another video also, once on love, on the power of love. But for that being said, I think I've said everything. And if you really feel called or inspired to get to know me, you can book a call with me, and I help you, I facilitate, so to speak, deep healing processes with my clients. And yeah, have a great day. God bless you. and enjoy the day a bit. So, much love, Raffaello.